Hey, what's going on, y'all? It is your boy Xeno Martinez here, back again with another video, and today we have a combo tutorial video for the latest weapon for the healer class. But before we get into the video, I want to give a huge shout out to my friend Martinez, who helped me get the clips for this video, and I will leave a link to his Twitch account and YouTube in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Starting us off on our basic combos, we have the 2 light attacks which lead into your opponents being stunned. In addition to the 2 lights, you can also do 3 light attacks which will lead into 4 hits and knock your opponents away from you. This weapon has 2 different heavy variations, meaning that you can do a heavy into a stun or a heavy into a stun. But with the heavy animation, your opponents are thrown into the air and are vulnerable to attacks until they hit the ground and receive that recovery. Now here you can see that you can also do the light into heavy, which is similar to the heavy stun. Here you can also do light into heavy, which offers the same stun as the heavy or the light heavy animation. For our basic air combos, we have 3 light attacks which lead into 3 hits and essentially will knock your opponents away from you. And the other basic combo is the 2 heavy attacks, which, like the light combos, pushes your opponent away from you. Starting us off on our intermediate combos, we will be reviewing what the air combos look like for this weapon and how they can be comboed with ninjutsu as well. As I mentioned earlier, this weapon allows you to do 2 light attacks which provide your opponents with a stun. Now during this stun animation, you have an opportunity to not only use ninjutsu such as Limbo, Tsukuyomi, or Shadow Possession, but you also have the ability to use ninja tools such as the Wind Release or even the Lightning Release. Now, as you can see here with the 3 light attacks, you also have the ability to not only use Tsukuyomi after knocking your opponents away, but you are also able to use shadow stitching jutsu as well. But the thing about Tsukuyomi is that you want to make sure that you wait until your opponents have fully landed on the ground and rolled out in order to pop it. So you want to make sure that you go into the practice pit to actually perfect that timing. In addition to that, I do want to highlight that the 2 light attacks into the heavy stun allows you the opportunity to also use a ninjutsu as well as a ninja tool, as you can see here. The heavy animation for this weapon will not only knock your opponent into the air, but provide you an opportunity to use a number of different ninjutsu as well as ninja tools, and showcases just the immense combo potential for this weapon, as you will see with these combos coming up right now. The heavy attacks on this weapon offer a great deal of stun and combo potential. As you can see here, not only can you utilize the heavy attacks to stun your opponents, but you can also use it to interrupt incoming charges, giving you an opportunity to counterattack with either a ninjutsu or ninja tool. One of the things that I want you to keep in mind though about this weapon is that the heavy animation cannot be combo cancelled, meaning that if you miss your heavy attack and do not dash forward in time, you can be vulnerable to incoming attacks. And if you do not time the heavy attack correctly, you can also be stunned while your opponent is trying to charge at you. Something else to keep in mind about this weapon is that only the first hit in the heavy attack can actually break your opponent's guard, meaning that if you do heavy, your opponent is able to deflect or even block. But that is not the case for both heavy attacks in the air. Both heavies break your opponent's guard regardless, which is really cool if you think about it in reference to playing over pitfalls and opponents are blocking, or if you charge someone and they don't deflect and instead they just continue to block, you can utilize that second heavy after the light stun to break their guard. This weapon is a great addition to the healer class because it offers us the ability to not only stun but also punish our opponents for being aggressive, and it combos really well with a great deal of ninjutsu available to the healer class, and that also includes ninja tools as well. One of the challenges with using this weapon is that the tracking is similar to that of the ninja sword and therefore inferior to the staffs that are available to the healer class in this game. In addition to that, the heavy attack on this weapon leaves you vulnerable when attempting to counterattack, so you want to be mindful of your timing and also spacing when attempting to counterattack an opponent who is charging at you or using the heavy attack in general. Besides that though, I will say that this weapon is a must-have for the healer class and is far superior to that of the ninja sword. So if you do not have any of the staffs and you only have the ninja swords or the needles available to you, as well as the other basic weapons, then this is definitely a weapon that you want to get your hands on because you can do a great deal of damage, do a number of different combos, and just feel your samurai realness. But with that being said, please let me know what you think about this weapon in the comments below. And as always, y'all, it's hard out here, but your boy wouldn't know. Period.